Hey folks, MayesBoy 91 here. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of my personal hidden gems. And these are actually going to be hidden gems because I really don't hear too many people talk about these games. So, without further ado, let's start with the first game. The first game I have on this list is a game called Dust: An Elysian Tale. This is the first game that actually got me into playing Steam games. This is a fantastic Metroidvania platformer with hand-drawn graphics. It's fully voice-acted and it has a memorable set of characters and an engrossing, entertaining story. The game has many secret areas, upgrades to make combat easier, and beating the tar out of the bad guys is super satisfying. The main characters you play as bicker back and forth with each other, and they actually support each other through heartfelt moments. This game is a game that keeps you wanting more and more. I highly recommend this game. The next game on this list is an old arcade game called Mr. Do. This is a fun and simple game. It reminds me of Dig Dug in a way. You have to collect the buried fruit throughout the stage to beat the level. You constantly have enemies wandering around the board, and some will start hunting you down after a while. You have a wand to help you defeat the bad guys, but the projectile bounces around like the power-up from Super Mario Land. You are vulnerable while this projectile is out, so you have to be careful. This game has released on many different systems. This is the SNES version. But it's a fun and entertaining game. Highly recommended. The next game on this list is Dan the Man for iOS and Android. Do you want a cartoony beat 'em up for your phone? Well, then you need to get this game. Yes, this game is free with ads, but for a few bucks, you could buy a fantastic beat 'em up with hours of entertainment. The fighting is super satisfying. The sounds and the controls are perfect for a cartoony game like this. The main game is huge with different difficulty levels, and the game has extra content once you beat the main game. It has challenge levels, and you can customize your own character and level up the characters you play as. For a phone game, I've gotten plenty of hours out of this small game. The next game on this list is a classic PS1 game called Namco Museum, Volume 3 specifically. I'm a huge fan of Namco's arcade games, and this is one of the games I grew up with on my PS1. You walk into a virtual museum of classic games like Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, and Dig Dug. You can not only play the original ROMs, but you can see artwork from the original arcade machines, advertisements, and merchandise promoting these games too. Sadly, I have never played these games in an actual arcade back in the day, but this was as close as I was going to get. You can see all these cool displays, these classic games and art pieces, all on this compilation disc, and it's just a fun, entertaining time to walk through and see all the cool stuff it has. You gotta get it. Next is Super Columns for the Game Gear. Columns was Sega's answer to Tetris, and this is the best Columns game to date. They only released this game on the Game Gear, and it's a crime that they didn't put this on their home consoles. You can change what order the colors are in, and you can rotate the columns to fit them where you need them. This rotating the whole column thing adds a whole layer of strategy to this game, and it makes it a little bit more difficult as the game gets faster. If you like fast-paced puzzle/Tetris-like games, then I highly recommend getting this game for your Game Gear today. Next off is Wario Land 2 for Game Boy Color. Yes, out of all the Wario Land games, this one is my personal favorite. This game looks small at first. Beat the levels in order and finish the game. But then you realize this was only one ending. This game has multiple stories and endings. This was a huge game for the Game Boy Color. Level design is sort of like a puzzle platformer. You have to figure out how to get to the secret areas, to find the most money, and to get the hidden treasures in each level. In this game, you don't die. Wario is immune. If you attempt a boss fight, you'll just have to try the fight again. But Wario's immunity actually helps him in some levels. If you want a fun and lengthy challenge for your Game Boy Color, grab this game. I have to put a Tetris game on here because I love Tetris. Tetris is a classic game that has been released in everything throughout the years. Personally, the next Tetris is the best one in my opinion. You have classic Tetris gameplay on top of pieces of different colors on certain blocks will fall apart on you, which means you can have one level fall down to another level, and you can make a chain reaction of multiple levels deleting themselves to get a crazy high score. This adds a whole new level of strategy when you go one-on-one with a friend. They do have this style of Tetris in other games, but this is where it started, and this is still the best one. If you want a unique style of Tetris, grab this game on PC, PS1, and Dreamcast. This game rocks. Last but not least, this game. Actually, this is my game. Goo Dude in the Quest for Chicken Fingers. This is a small, retro-style platformer, and you play as a sentient pile of goo from the sewers. He finds a plate of chicken fingers, and he accidentally knocks the plate into the sewer water below. Our strange hero needs to find another plate of chicken fingers as he travels through the sewers, plains, a kitchen, and the clouds. Avoid angry snakes, flies, and deranged robots to get to the goal. There's two endings to this game, the bad ending and the real ending. You need to find the secret levels and collect 9 hidden achievements to find the real ending. If you want to play this game for yourself, you can buy a version of this game or play it for free on itch.io right now. And that is the video. If you are interested in these games, look them up. If you're interested in the game that I personally made, I will put a link down below to where you can play it and or purchase it. And if you enjoyed the video, comment and like and do all that other good stuff and subscribe. So this is MayesBoy 91 signing out, and y'all have a good one. Later.